Hey everybody, Lewis here. Check out my bromelia. All this weeds that it's getting right here. This is no bueno. Oh wow, there's a baby bromelia in there. Look at this, guys. There's a baby growing right there. How cool is that? This I love. I never get rid of this stuff, whatever that is. But I do get rid of the weeds. Oh, and there's another baby growing in the back too. There's two baby bromelias in there. How beautiful. Oh shit, this crappy ass planter just broke. Oh, who cares? So we're getting rid of a lot of weeds there. This aloe plant has a lot of weeds. We need to get rid of these weeds because these weeds I don't like. I ain't no happy with these weeds. I put these aloes for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and I put them for $50. I know that's a ridiculous amount of money, but you know what? I feel they're worth $50, and I usually give them away. But to tell you the truth, if I'm going to sell them, and I would sell them for $25 if somebody made me an offer, I just put them at that price because everybody gives away their shit, and I don't like that. Especially something that I worked so hard on and gave so much love to. Okay, everybody knows the story behind this cactus. How I grew it from a little tiny piece of nopal cactus. But it's just amazing. It's so beautiful. And I think pretty soon I am going to have to split it and turn it into two plants. Because it's just amazing. Is absolutely gorgeous. This is an avocado tree, I believe. Yeah. And this is that aloe that didn't have any roots, so I stole roots from the mother. And look at these jade plants, how beautiful they're becoming. They're just gorgeous, all of them. I'm going to have tons of jade plants to give away. I love doing this. You know, some people don't enjoy doing this, but they love having plants. It's got to be tough to love to do plants, to have plants, but not to want to work on them or not really know how to take care of them. That's like me with my cars. I love having cool cars because I love cars and driving them, but I suck at mechanics, any kind of mechanics. And I want to learn, you know? I want to learn just for the hell of it. Halibut. Man, talking about halibut, I haven't had a nice bagel with lox in so long. Would love to have a nice bagel. So anyway, this is how we take care of our plants. This aloe is absolutely healthy. And all my plants, of course, are grown with organic soil. With major organic soil. Not only do I buy organic soil, but I have all my kitchen scraps in the soil too. This, I feel like it's dead. I feel like it's dead, and I feel like it's not going to survive. It's a shame. I tried to save that. I couldn't save it. That's sad. But I tried. I'm in no hurry to get rid of it though. I'm going to leave it there because sometimes it'll come back. The problem is that it had no root system. And it was my neighbor's tree, and it was dying over there, and I tried to save it, and I did the best I could. But it just, you know, I guess my best wasn't good enough. Because here we are back where we were before, you know? Back to being strangers. Wondering if I ought to stay or walk on out the door. I mean, just once can I figure out what I keep doing wrong. Why the good times never last so long. What am I doing wrong? Just once. So this is how we get rid of all the weeds in our plants. And weeds are tough. It's like you really got to pull them out by the root. Weeds are a freaking pain in the ass. This tree came back. Everybody could see my other videos that this tree was completely bare. And now look how beautiful it is. I have a ton of jade plants. There's so many plants that need to be weed. That's my landlady's plant. It's like if I didn't take care of that plant would have been dead already. You know? And this was a rescue. I made a video of it when somebody threw it in the trash and I rescued it. I rescued 3 plants. This was one of them, and also the one that I just showed in the back. But look, it's doing fabulous. It's gonna grow. It'll be beautiful. This taghorn is doing pretty awesome. I'm gonna get rid of this. There's a lot of good growth right there. This is dead. This is a tomato that I was growing without dirt. This is a tomato plant. We'll see if it grows. This is the other one that I rescued along with the one I was just working on. It looks fantastic. This is tomato. This is also tomato. This aloe, I just transplanted not too long ago into this planter that I found in somebody's trash pile. And I think it came with dirt, actually. This cactus has a lot of interesting plants in there. It's got a lot of succulents, and it's very pretty. But the weeds are killing some of the succulents. And what happens is weeds just are so fast to grow that sometimes it's not easy to keep up with everything. And I actually enjoy this. I enjoy doing this. I guess that's why I love plants, you know? Maybe in my next life, I'll be a gardener. Yeah, that'll be it. Maybe I could just be born rich to some of these families that have billions of dollars and they don't have to work, so or make money. That's what I'll do. I'll be born super rich and I'll just have beautiful plants. I would love to have something where I give away plants. That'd be so cool to have enough money so where you just create plants and you help people who don't know how to take care of plants have gardens. I would totally do it. I mean, I wouldn't commit 100% of my life to it, but I would create something. And maybe if I could afford to pay somebody to do it. And you know what? How about this? How about make some money off of it, but make not a lot of money, just enough money to let the people that work for your garden make a very good living, provide health insurance, provide a vehicle with the company's name on it, and let them care for everything and make good money and help people have a gorgeous garden. I think that would be amazing. But that's just me. You know, some people might consider that communism or socialism. I consider it just living and giving back. And just being able to just do what you can. I'm not into like all those titles that the world gives everything. You're a communist, you're a socialist, you're this, you're that. Me, I'm just a human being. I don't like to play all the stupid games that us humans play. My life is too short for that. I try to vote for whoever I think is going to help out the most. You know, I speak up when I see something wrong. That's what I do. Everything else is looking awesome. This is my trash bag that beautiful lady that sold me a few planters gave me. Everything is looking fabulous. Everything is looking fantastic. And I don't know how long it took me to weed all my plants, but it wasn't very long. You know, I see people on their knees doing a lot of stuff. Me, it takes me 2 minutes. I do it, it's done. If there's a certain plant that needs more help, I help that particular plant. But other than that, everything is beautiful. Every plant is beautiful in its own way. I remember when I planted this, everything was so small. Now look how gorgeous it looks. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Look at that one. Everybody remembers when I planted that one. And these were just petals. Petals, and now look how gorgeous they are. I think this one is dead. Probably. But other than that, a lot of them are alive. Yep, I think that's it. I don't usually mess with this one. This one is just like go wild, go crazy, do whatever you want. There's some beautiful red flowers in there. There's some purple flowers. There's some gorgeous stuff going on. There's I forget the name of everything. You know, I have fucking problems. That's probably why my teachers were so mean to me. Not all of them, but a lot of them when I was in school. They thought that I was just lazy and, you know, didn't do everything they did. And I guess back then they didn't know about learning disabilities. So they were very mean to me. But it turns out that I do have a learning disability, a very bad one as a matter of fact. But lazy I wasn't, and dumb I wasn't. I mean, I was Latino. Actually, there were so many nice teachers that I had. So many sweet teachers. I wish I could remember the name of all of them. The nice ones. Not the mean ones. Like one of them who beat me up. You know, those are the ones you remember. That lady who was so nasty. She was just nasty. She would say bad words in the classroom. Like she would say, I'm going to beat you so hard that your ass is going to get these horrible colors and it's going to go in your asshole and blah, 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 blah. She was so disgusting. And I was so young, so I was powerless. This was after my mom's boyfriend was murdered. And I came back from Vegas. Because we went to Vegas for a little bit, my brother and I. Felix. Very nasty lady. Tell you what, if I remembered her name, I would pursue that bitch and I would do something. I don't know, something legal to try to hurt her somehow. Or if at least I remembered her name, I would put her name out there. And I would find where she lives and I would say, this is the person. Just because she was a jerk and I think people should pay. Who mistreat children. And people who sexually abuse the weaker. I really hate them people. I hate them. Hate them. And I want them to be hurt. Sexual miscreants. Rapists, pedophiles. I hate them. I want them all to be tortured. And skinned alive. Unfortunately, you know, children they can't do anything. They're just weak. And we need to protect them, not hurt them. Okay, I need to put this somewhere else because the sun is hurting this avocado plant. I'm going to put this avocado plant right there. And this Monstera plant, I'm afraid for it. You know, it's like, it's not doing very well. But other than that, everything else is doing amazing. Look at this shoot. This was so beautiful. I'm thinking about digging it out to see if these plants do not belong together and just separate them. Because this aloe is really intruding on this plant, and I miss no liking that. I miss not liking that a lot. This is broken, and I'm just gonna break it off completely. Okay. That is good for now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how pretty this one's gotten. That was separated. This was separated. This came from that. This came from that. This is no bueno. I think this pot is way too small for all these beautiful plants. Anyway, everybody, this is Louis. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for watching my videos. Look at how beautiful this cactus is. I just wanted to let this cactus grow and grow, but my goodness, it just doesn't stop growing. You know what? Maybe I should just let it be and see what happens. I think that is it for weeds. There's a couple of weeds right here. In my aloe. I love this aloe. These are my oldest aloes. This aloe and that aloe are the mothers of most of my aloes. and you can't even see them because in the last week, I've given away like 25 aloes, something like that. And I put one for sale on Facebook Marketplace, which is not going to sell. Nobody's going to pay $50 for an aloe. You know? I mean, somebody who knows exactly how I grew them, they might. You know, there's people that appreciate that, and there's people that know what things are worth. But why would they give me $50 for something knowing that I most of the time just give it away? Tell you the truth, I just put it on there for sale, just for fun. Nobody's going to buy it. I know nobody's going to buy it. But, you know, this way I tell everybody else out there, why are you giving away things so cheap? You know, if you're going to sell your aloe plants so cheap, just give them away. Or maybe I should just mind my own business. That's probably what I should do. Hey, everybody, this is Louis. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscriptions. Have a wonderful day. And remember, always be kind to yourself.